Today, Jeff is going to be giving you a closer look at this dual HD wireless IP camera for real-time remote safety monitoring.
Okay, so this is a pretty nifty little camera, Wi-Fi cam. I think it's on Amazon. It's said to be like a robot. It looks like a robot. It's pretty cool. It's magnetic, so it just moves around on the ball surface, and you can pull it off. Just magnetic cord there. Pop it back on, and then you can kind of go in whatever angle, however you want them. It's pretty cool. The other cool thing about him is that the way he gets mounted, it comes with some mounting tools here, but it gets mounted with this, and it's magnetic. So you can put this on the wall, ceiling, wherever you want, and it's pretty strong. The magnet attracts right to that, so he can hang wherever he wants, whatever angle.
Okay, hold up that piece again. It's just 2 screws that go through that mounting piece, right?
It's just a metal plate. That's all it is. 2 screws.
2 screws, simple.
And like I said, it's pretty strong, and it'll stay there. So that's pretty cool right there. So you can do the screws or 3M tape. So on the back here, it's really simple. All he has is the power port, which is a microSD or microUSB, and then a microSD port for internal storage if you want to take photos or record videos and stuff like that. I'll show you. So let's turn them on. It's pretty simple. You plug this guy in right here in the back. It's in. You then plug the USB part. And it's really long, by the way, so if you want to put them up on the wall and run the cable. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an internal battery, so he doesn't charge. He needs power. So we'll plug him in. It takes him a minute. And you'll know when he turns on. I'll give him a second here. Almost.
Welcome to use.
Okay, so he'll say welcome to use when he's ready. And in an initial setup, you need to connect to him. So there's an app you can download for iPad and Android. It's called Netcams, and it's in the App Store, which is nice. So you don't have to go off onto some website and download an application that you don't know if it's been vetted or not. So it's in the App Store for iPhones, iPads, or Android. It's in the Play Store. So I've just got my trusty little iPad out here. We're going to do this. We're going to set up the device from scratch so you know how to do it. You just add device. You can do a LAN search, and he'll find them. So the way you know, if you got multiple ones, it'll be a Wi-Fi cam, and down at the bottom is your information that you need to connect to him, and his name and everything. So it's the XLT one. So we'll click on that on the iPad, and then it's going to ask for username and password. And again, on the bottom is your information. So the username is admin, password is null. There's nothing there. So you'll just put in admin for the username, no password, and then you'll do it done. And there he is. So he's connecting and he's online. So you can see the video really quick, and as you can see, it's my lovely wife taking the video.
That's me.
And you can move them around anywhere you want. See me.
Hey, Jeff.
Anyway, so really simple, good video. And in the video, you can go ahead and change it to me.
Thank you.
Anyway, in the video, you can change a number of things. Your IR, if you want it open or closed. By the way, it does do night vision, so when it gets dark, red lights will come on, and you'll be able to see it in the dark. Maybe we'll get to that. Your brightness, if you want your brightness. Preset position. Now, it seems like this thing should move around, but I haven't gotten to move, so I'm guessing this model doesn't move. But there are options to move in case you get a different model. You can change the standard of the video. I've noticed that the standard edition is what it's on. Is what it's on, and you can see real time pretty much. You change it to HD, the picture does get better. It's got to click. Picture gets really good, but it's it lags behind quite a bit. So if you want it in real time with no lag, do it to standard definition. If you don't really care, you want a better picture, it will do the HD, which is nice. You can take videos if you want. Right now it's recording a video, and it's saving it on my iPad actually. Take pictures with the snapshot, and it took a picture and it's saving it on my iPad. And this is a cool function right here. If you turn that on, you can now hear it's got a microphone on the camera, and it's coming through my iPad. And you can do the other way. Hold this button in here and speak. And as you can see, it's coming out of a speaker on the camera, which is nice. So if you put it in your baby's room and you want to talk to the baby while he or she's waking up, you totally can. Or you can hear the baby if you really want to. So it's a really nice cam. Does some really cool features for the price that it is. It's really nice. So just a few more things. When you get it set up, you're going to want to get in here into the settings of it. You can add it to your Wi-Fi. So you can manage Wi-Fi network. It'll search your Wi-Fi. You can select whatever the one is on your, connect it to your Wi-Fi, and then it's on your Wi-Fi. Easier to find after that. User settings, you're gonna want to go in here and change your username and password so that if somebody does hack in, they just don't get onto your iPhone or your camera and be able to watch your baby or wherever you have it.
Yes, I think we've all heard stories about.
Yeah, there's always stories. So lock it down, okay?
Yeah.
Your device time settings, you can sync it with your iPad, phone, or sync it with whatever else you want it. This one does alarms as well. Motion detection, GPIO alarm. I don't know what that is. The trigger level, your low level or high level. That's as much motion as there is. You have to fool around with the settings to figure out what you want and your sensitivity, audio detection and stuff like that. And it will alert you on your phone, your iPad, through your app. You can also set it to email you if there's any notifications as well. So you can do the email settings as well. FTP, if you've got an FTP locally, you can send all your videos and pictures there if it detects movements or whatever. DDNS, if you do DDNS, if you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it. But if you do have a DDNS account, you can sign in with that, and that way you can access this through the internet, through your DDNS account. An alias setting is just what you want it to be named. Speech language settings. I didn't really fool around with that, but it looks like you can do Chinese as well for it to speak to you, which is pretty cool. And then there's an indicator LED, which is on or off. Just turn it off, and sometimes it has to reset to apply the settings. So there we go. If you change the username or password, it resets to change the settings. And like I said, you'll know when it's back on when it says welcome to use. So a simple camera, does a lot of cool things, easily mounted. It's in any direction or whichever way you want. The only really downfall, doesn't have an internal battery for you to just charge it, put it up on the ceiling for the night and let it go. So you do have to plug it in with the plug. But it has a microSD card slot, so you can store stuff locally if you want. And then an app, so you can connect to it on your iPad and your iPhone. You can also connect to it on your computer. So it's just like a Wi-Fi cam. It's just does some more features than most of them for the price that it is. It's a pretty good deal. So that's the HD wireless IP camera. It looks like a...
Okay, so as Jeff showed you before, there's just a little magnetized mount that you can put on the bottom there. So if you wanted to move this from location to location, let's say at nighttime you want to use it in your nursery, during the daytime you want to put it in your playroom or in a different room in your house or in the kitchen, all you really need, it will stick onto various magnetic pieces. So if you want to attach magnets elsewhere in your house, this little guy can stick on a fridge. So there he is. So you just need a magnetized surface for him to stick on. So if you want to think about moving this around, you just need a place where you'll be able to plug in, but yeah, you can just move this around between magnetized bases.
The other thing is, I mentioned it earlier, there's a DD&S. So to connect to this, if you're not technically savvy, really the only place to connect to this is if you're on your Wi-Fi network that this is connected to. If you know what you're doing or somebody sets it up, you can watch this outside of your network, outside of your Wi-Fi, if you connect it to your DD&S account, which costs some money, or you have a VPN set up to your house, then you can VPN to your house, watch your video that way. Otherwise, you're only going to be able to see the video if you're on your network.
Okay, so we were just thinking about different ways that you might want to use this. Obviously, this is ideal as a nanny cam if you want to set up somewhere, or you can put it in your child's nursery and be able to watch them. Not only watch them, but you can hear them through it. So you could get rid of the small monitor and just put this on so that when you want to jump on and see them, you can, but you can set it up so that you can hear them through it on that throughout the night. You can also be able to talk to them and say, hi, I'll be in just a minute. Whatever you want to say to your baby, you can click on so that you can be talking to them. Or perhaps, if your spouse is up with a newborn and they're in the other room, you don't want to come in and disturb them, you can talk back and forth to each other on the monitor, which is kind of cool. Useful to have, right? And you could also set this like in your front room. Let's say that you've got a home office that you work from, and you're just waiting and it's like time for your kids to come back from school. You can set it up to the door so that when they walk in, they can say, hey, I'm here. And you can hear them and see them come in. It's just a good way to monitor your kids if you happen to be, home with them, but you're working from home or something like that. This is kind of useful to have, especially if you've got a larger home that you can kind of watch what's going on in different areas. All right, and that's all that we have with this little guy. You could use him for many different things, and as you can see, it's got a great app and lots of functions, and hopefully this will give you a better idea of exactly what this product is like and if you could use this in your home.